Okay, it's Monday here with Jerry. Jerry, did you see Putin's interview with Charlie Rose?
Oh yes, yes. I think Putin sort of outwitted Charlie.
It seems
over here.
Seems so,
It
doesn't
seems
it?
like everyone outwits Charlie Rose.
Well, he's considered a preeminent interviewer, but
Oh
he
yeah.
gave a good interview, but he doesn't really push very hard.
well, what's there to push? I mean, the U.S. is an empire. But anyway, what do you think?
I mean, on some people it'd be nice.
Yeah.
point
Well,
is
you
that-
also have to remember it was in Moscow. It was in Putin's home court,
You know that thing
Yeah.
is pre-recorded
pre-recorded.
because the translation was so perfect.
Yeah.
And my wife, who's involved in languages, taught him.
She understands
and-
Russian?
And has been a translator. No, she doesn't know Russian.
Okay.
She knows Finnish, Swedish,
Yeah.
and German, I think, and English. And she said that translation was too good. And then after they had the interviews, it said this had been pre-recorded in Russia.
Did they say?
So they set it all up so it sounded
Did they say when it was recorded?
well, I think it sounded like a couple of days at least,
Okay.
day or two.
So, what do you think the highlights were of the interview?
Oh, that Russia wants to keep the fleet, their fleet there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the only port they can use in the Mediterranean.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
warm water port.
They got to go all the way back to Russia.
Yeah.
So once they've got that port, they built it up. They but the main thing is they can repair their ships there
Yeah.
and
So why
refuel.
shouldn't they be allowed to do that?
Well, they should. They have a treaty with Syria, and I got nothing against it.
But then,
Sure, the Syrians love it.
but Obama at the UN today saying Assad must go, Assad must go.
Oh,
Where do they get this? The sovereign country. How can they tell somebody to go?
well, that's my
against
point of
international
view.
law.
That's been our position ever since we got together with
There's no basis
the
for it, though.
Syrians about 2 years ago,
Yeah.
2 or 3 years ago. We're going to have a conference. Yeah, to settle this. So the conference opens up, and Kerry says, well, before we start the conference, there's one thing,
He's got to go.
Assad has to go. It's like having a conference and asking your opponent that you're supposed to negotiate with to surrender.
Well, I'm glad you see that.
Oh, yeah.
It's outrageous.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. The conference ended, I think, about 15 minutes after it started.
Right.
And we're still on that thing. We still think Assad has to go.
Yeah, but on what authority? The UN has to be involved in that. Countries can't tell somebody just to go,
Yeah, the UN, we just can't tell them to get out.
but they keep doing it.
Yeah, because we got nothing else to do.
And France came
We
in.
got to be relevant. We're not relevant anymore
Yeah.
in Syria.
But you're being
We don't-
relevant
We
by-
don't count in Syria at all.
No.
The
But it's
reason-
funny that Obama keeps repeating Assad must go, but he never says ISIS must go. Never said that.
Well, whatever it is, he.
So is Assad a greater enemy than the ISIS? It seems so.
ISIS isn't that much of an enemy.
Right, there you go.
But Assad is key, and one of the reasons, one thing that's happening in Syria, though, that you're losing all their young men.
Yeah,
They don't want to be drafted.
yeah,
They have been drafted to fight
yeah,
for Assad,
Yeah.
and they're just pouring out of the country.
yeah. They have a
That's-
manpower problem.
That's
Yeah.
why a lot of those young men, A, look so well dressed. A lot of them speak English. A lot of them have trades.
Yeah.
A lot of them are
Well, it's emptying out. Countries-
well-educated.
countries
They
emptying
want to
out.
get out
Yeah.
because there's no future for them there.
Yeah.
And if this war keeps going on, the Assad's long arm is going to reach out and grab them and fight.
Yeah, that could be. You're right. That's a good point.
So that's my view.
Well, let's go on to the next thing. What did you think of Trump? Also was on 60 Minutes, and he outlined this tax plan. What do you think about that?
You know, I didn't see his tax plan. I'm sorry I missed it. I just heard a little bit about it.
Yeah.
the day before
Right.
when they had an interview.
Well, he
with
wants to
him.
raise taxes on the ultra-rich.
Yeah, well, that's
People making less than 25,000 pay no federal income tax. What do you think about that?
That makes sense because they don't pay much of it now anyway.
Exactly.
They don't.
Yeah.
You should know all about it.
I do. Believe me, I do.
You're in that
I
category,
am in that category, correct.
and you struggle to stay in it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. So what's new about that?
So you're okay with that?
Oh, I think that's a great idea. It'll save a lot of paperwork and a lot of all these bureaucrats figuring out whether you should be in or out of the earned income tax credit or whatever the hell that is.
Right.
And
Well, you know, the interviewer asked him, you know, this doesn't sound like Republican ideas, and he goes, I don't care if I lose votes. This is what I'm going to go with
listen,
this.
he's more of a Democrat than a Republican. He's all for.
He's the most moderate of all the Republicans.
He's all for
Social Security.
Social Security and Medicare. Medicare for everybody.
Yeah.
Forget about this Obamacare where
Right.
you got to pay and it depends on what you say.
Well, apparently years ago he had said raise the retirement age to 70, but now he says he doesn't believe that. So,
Right, he's come back on that.
so these are all very moderate views, right?
Oh, they are. They are. He's more of a Democrat than a Republican. And
Do you think he's still got a shot? They said his support's slipping a little bit.
it's not his support slipping. I can't understand why that black
Carson,
Carson
surgeon.
surgeon has suddenly risen.
I have no idea why.
And B, I don't trust those polls anyway.
Yeah. Well, he's almost neck and neck with Trump now.
Yeah, but I don't think those polls mean anything.
You think Fiorina has any chance?
No.
No. You think Jeb Bush will make a comeback?
She's such a liar.
She is. Yeah.
Liar.
Indeed.
She lied about these babies that were kept alive.
Yeah.
so
Some
that-
video that
yeah, so
doesn't
that
exist.
they could get the skin used to and help other babies.
Yeah.
And then she posts about how well she did when she combined Hewlett Packard with.
She got a $21 million severance check when she left. $21 million.
All they wanted to do was get rid of her, and she ruined Hewlett Packard. That was a great.
But a
company.
$21 million golden parachute?
Yeah.
That's obscene,
Yeah.
isn't it?
And when she got, the stock price went down about 30% while she was here.
Wow.
And she walks away with a pile of money.
Right.
And another thing I agree with her on, or agree with her critics on, she's not good looking.
I wish you hadn't said that, Jerry. I might have to edit that out. But anyway, so what do you think about Rubio?
Well, he looks like he doesn't say much.
Yeah.
I don't know what his position is on anything other than the immigrants, they should all be able to stay.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Well, he called Putin a gangster.
other than that, I haven't heard him say much.
He has the worst voting record in the Senate, absenteeism.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. And Trump is now
You
hammering him
know
on
who
that.
has the best one?
Who?
The socialist from
Sanders.
Sanders.
That's
He's got
impressive.
a marvelous voting record.
He's 72, Rubio's 44, yet Rubio doesn't want to show up and Sanders is always there. How about that?
I don't know what Rubio's campaign strategy is other than to look handsome.
Well, he's hoping he'll be,
Other than to
yeah.
look handsome.
And he'll be standing around at the end and maybe he'll sneak in.
Yeah, right. They'll say,
Well, final question, what do you think of this email thing? Think it'll go away or is it still?
oh, I think that people are making a mountain out of a molehill.
Yeah.
Because if you look at it carefully, the rules that decided whether the email that she sent was, what do you call it, was sensitive information,
Yeah.
kept changing all the time.
Right.
They changed while she was doing it, after she did it, and it's still changing.
Well, it's almost the end of September, so I got to ask you one more time. What do you think about Biden? Is he coming in or not? 'Cause
No.
before you had said no.
I
You still say no?
I still say no.
All right. Look, thank you, Jerry.